Hello everyone, this is Amber with StoryChasing.com, and can you believe this is season 2? It's been a full year already, so yes, we are rapidly going into season 2, and we're going to start it out with something that I've been telling you guys I'm going to surprise you with. So, alright, on to the van tour. So I have a very big surprise for everybody. If you haven't guessed by the title of this video, I am trading in my Class C for a Class B van. Very, very excited. It's been a long time coming. I've hinted at it a little bit in some of my videos and in some of my blog posts that I just really need something that I can drive in a little bit more. Something that I can, park in regular parking spots and, get out and explore more. I don't tow a vehicle, so that's made it a little bit more difficult to get out and explore, but I feel like this is my best option. I've been doing this for about a year now and really figured out what my traveling style was, so I'm very, very happy, and I'm here at the La Mesa RV in Albuquerque to test drive a Hymer Aktiv. So we'll be meeting with Stacy over here at La Mesa RV so we can do the test drive and just make sure that it's everything that I want before, I move into it. So anyways, let's get started. So are you guys ready to see it? I'm so excited. Okay, it's really downsizing, like really downsizing, but hey, you know what? I downsized from 1,800 square feet when I was in my house. And then I got into this 26-foot RV. The idea was I was going to wait for a year to, see if I still needed that stuff. If I didn't, I would purge. And then here I am a year later, not only purging, but I don't need that stuff, and downsizing into a completely different RV. Yeah, she's small. Little Class B. Hello.
Hello, hello.
So this is Stacy, everybody.
Hello.
He's done a fantastic job of helping me through this process.
Thank you.
Yeah. All right, so we're gonna take it for a spin?
Yeah, let's take her for a drive.
Okay. All right, here she is. It's a Hymer. Like you can see her compared to my other. How do you like it, Lily? Lily loves it. So I test drove the Hymer and I really love it. But yeah, it's definitely smaller, but I love it. Hello there. Well, I am here to finally give you guys a van tour. My secret is out, if you haven't seen from the title of this video, that I did end up getting a Class B van. You can see her from behind. Yes, she is more in line with my travel style, and I've been hinting at it for a while now in some of my videos that I was looking. I wasn't sure if I was going to do this for sure, but it's been a year. May 8th, 2018 was my 1-year nomadiversary, and I was like, it's time. I've been 1 year with the 26-foot Winnebago, and while I loved my RV very much, she really had everything I needed. She was just a little too big for the things that I wanted to do. So it was either keep her and get a tow vehicle or just go ahead and downsize again. So that's what I did. So let me show you. It's a Hymer Aktiv. I'll scoot back here a little bit so you can see. You saw a little bit of it earlier when I was doing the tour with the sales rep, just to make sure that this is what I wanted. But this is her. She's 19 foot 7 inches, so basically 20 feet. Huge difference from my last van, or RV. She's a little bit dirty, guys, sorry. Bug splats and been driving a lot. So yeah, that's her. So let me give you a tour of the outside and then we'll go to the inside. Over here, we have the gas tank. Here. Pretty simple. You just pop it open. There's the gas. Just takes regular unleaded gas. Each side has a driver's side right here, step, and a passenger side that pops out when you open the door. I'll show you. See, it's like that. Windows on the outside vent out. You can see they pop up. We have this bug screen right now. There is a nightshade, which I'll show you when we get to the inside. But these do come out quite a bit. I can even retract it more, like that, if I wanted. It's very, very good at keeping rain out. Not necessarily at that height, but further down. Here we have cable outlet. I never use that on my other RV, but you have it. Here is where your electrical plug would go if you were going to hook into shore power. And this is 30 amp. Next we have the Truma Combi furnace vent. It does say hot on it. It's not hot right now because I haven't had the furnace on. You don't typically have to run the furnace too much. Next we have the cassette toilet. So let me explain this. The cassette toilet is just a little box, which I'll show you. It's different from my other RV in that before I had a big black tank and a gray tank, 2 separate tanks, and I had one hose that would hook up to the valve and then I would just open the tanks individually. This is a cassette toilet. It's more of a European model. So you have a key that you just unlock and then pop that open. This is the cassette toilet, and it literally just, you pop this up and then you pull it out. And you can see it's just a box. When you're dumping, you would actually pull this out, unscrew this little valve, and then dump it. It's pretty simple. And this right here, this handle, actually when you take it out, it'll pull all the way out like a suitcase, like a traveling suitcase, and it has rollers on it so you can roll it. I'll do a video at some point on how to dump that. And then you lock it back. It's only 4 gallons, maybe 5 gallons of capacity. Now the gray tank is under here. And you can see there's the compartment where the hose is at, and then the gray tank valve. We also have another window here on the back. There's plenty of windows and plenty of light. This is the bedroom window. It also vents out like the other ones, just not quite as tall. Over here we have our city water inlet and our fill water. It's actually nice. You get both city and fill in one area. On my other RV, it was 2 separate areas. I'm really in the weeds over here for sure. I had to get level. So next we have the back doors and the hitch. You can see that there are 2 hitches. There's one there on the left and one on the right, or the one that's on the right is really middle. That's your normal hitch. The one on the left was for the spare tire. I asked them to take the spare tire off because it was huge, and in order to open up that back left door, you had to actually pull the tire down, unhook it, pull the tire down, which was really, really heavy, and then open that back door. And I get into the back door way too much. I figure if I need a tire, then one, I can't change the tire myself. I have roadside assistance. They'll bring me a tire, so not a big deal. but it's just more convenient, so I asked them to remove it. You also have a backup camera, which is right up there. That white thing that sticks out is the antenna, and then just beyond that is your AC unit. Let's open the back. So these back doors actually open up pretty wide. So you can see it opens up really, really wide. The windows also back here, they do not open, but they have the nightshades. And this is the emergency door to get out in the back. All right. So this little lever right here is for your city water versus your fill water. So right now it is in the fill water position. If I were to stay in a campground and have city water and bypass the water pump, I would just need to flip that around and it would allow me to bypass the pump. I also have these little furnace ducts right there on each side. It's a Truma furnace and it heats up really well actually. So it kind of, you have a couple of them over here and then one over on this side as well. And there's just enough space for the heat to kind of circulate underneath this area and then also above. Okay, so I have storage in here. So let me take this out. I have my yoga mat and don't laugh, but extra clothes. I know, I have to downsize more. So in here I have a drawer that comes in and out. I keep all of my charging cords and miscellaneous items in here that I need to get to kind of quickly. And these are great because they just lock like that and keep the door from swinging open. And here I have just miscellaneous things too. Wasp spray, that's kind of important. And hair dye to dye my hair. Things I need to get to kind of quickly. In this particular area, let's see if I can get that open and you can see. Yeah, we're not going to be able to see in there, I don't think. But it's the batteries, the inverter, and some storage on top. Over in this section, we have more storage. This is the one that goes all the way through to the very end there. So this door opens up and you can see I have odds and ends. All of Lily's food. I have way too much food for her, but she's on a special diet and so I have to get specific food for her. And I went overboard when I had my other RV. So that's all there. I have my tools in there, toilet paper, paper towels, and we'll look at the other storage when we get inside. But you can see it goes all the way through to the other side. So this is still looking out from the back end. You can see there are speakers up there and more storage. My AC unit. That's the right side, speakers, storage, lights. So coming around to the side, we do have an awning. It comes out much further than that. Generally, I only have it out about that much in order to block the sun from inside, just to give more shade inside. However, if I wanted to put it out further, I could, but there's one problem. So this is the little catch for the arm. There's two arms on the awning. They only installed one catch. They only installed one of those little catches for the arms. There should be one more that is back here by the back side, right here. I think it should go somewhere about right here. For some reason they didn't install that, so I will have to have a warranty work done on that in order to make sure that that is attached so I can extend the awning out even more fully. You also have this other sliding step that comes out, and when I get inside I'll show you how it works. There's a button to actually make it stay out so that it doesn't constantly retract as you open and close the door. And this is one of the things that I absolutely love about this RV, this sliding door. It lets in so much light and so much air. And then you have this bug screen, and it's also a shade. It's kind of dark, I don't know if you can tell, but it actually does shade the area inside a little bit more, and I love it. It lets so much light in and so much air. It's really, really great. Again, you have these windows just like on the other side that pop out, but I don't know if you noticed, you'll have to be careful. You see the back window to the bedroom and how the sliding door kind of covers it. You have to make sure that that window is closed when you open the sliding door. I have accidentally opened the sliding door knowing that window was open, but just forgot. And thankfully I was opening the sliding door really slowly, so it didn't damage the window, but you got to be careful. There are two different Aktivs that Hymer makes. One is the one that I have here, which is the 19 foot 7 inches. And then the other one is a foot longer. It's the Aktiv 2.0. And on that one, the back window is not covered by the sliding door. So you would be okay for that one. So it does come with solar power, which was obviously super important to me because I work and everything from the road remotely. And it also came with an inverter, so that was amazing. It also has something very unique and proprietary to Road Trek and Hymer, which is the Volt Start. And it is a really great system to kind of help manage your battery bank if you're away from the vehicle, or even if you're inside and running the AC. So let me kind of show you what it's all about and we'll get to Volt Start. So you actually have 2 lithium batteries. That's quite amazing. I have one battery on now, and you can see it has 13.63 or 64 volts right now. Now, I do not have a battery monitoring kit like I did on my other vehicle, so that makes it a little bit difficult to find out the percentage you actually still have, but I'm still learning how to monitor the volts. When I turn the lithium battery on, I just click that and hit reset, and it comes on. You can now see the voltage go up a little bit because I turned the other battery on. It balances out or equalizes the 2 batteries' voltage. So now we have our Truma furnace and our water heater. So this is a pretty amazing system actually. So if I want to turn on the heater, you can see this is flashing. That's the RV heat. I click that one time, it's off right now. And if I want to set the temperature, I just turn the dial to set the temperature. So let's say I want it on 63. I click that. And I also tell it what source do I want it to come from. So right now you can see the flashing bottle or electric bolts. You can either have the source to heat the RV as gas, or you can do a mixture of electric gas. There's 2 settings for that, or just electric. 2 settings for that as well. I'm gonna turn that off. I usually keep it on gas. And I'll just flip that off. This is the water. You can see the water and the temperature gauge flashing. You click on it. This is your water heater. It's off right now. I can either do an eco, where I believe it's at 104 degrees. I can do hot, which makes it even hotter at 140, or boost. That'll boost it quickly up to 140 degrees. And right now I don't want anything, so I'm going to turn it off. You also have your fan speed. You can see that's flashing. That's the fan speed for the furnace. So right now it's off, so we won't do anything there. And you also have some timer settings and things here. The next section, we have a couple of options here for items. So we have Patio Lights, which just changes the LEDs to the awning right here. I'll show you. Okay. Then there is the water pump, on and off. If I want to turn the water pump on. The power step right now is off. If I turn it on, that is for this power step right here. So that every time I open and close the door, it will stay out rather than come back in and retract. Which is nice, so you don't burn it out if you go in and out a lot. The next thing is the inverter. Turn it on. I get electric now to all of my AC outlets here. Now, if I didn't have the inverter on, let me flip it off, I can still power up my lights above. All of my lights, the bathroom light here, and one of the main lights here. So all of the LED lights inside work without the inverter. The other thing is the battery on and off. That just turns all of the batteries off, and I don't want to do that. The next thing is your gas, your LPG. It is, what is your capacity level? So right now it says I have 2/3 capacity. My fresh water, I'm almost full. I'm at 2/3. My black tank, this does not actually work. And my gray tank, I'm a 1/3 full. The black tank works on a sensor actually inside the bathroom. And then there's my awning in and out button. Let's go through the kitchen now. So here's my kitchen. I actually have more counter space than I did in the other RV, which is nice. My sink, it's not a super deep sink, but it's deep enough. It's actually perfect. I like it better than the 2 sinks I had before. And then you have the glass top that comes up and down. You have a nice Milan faucet, and it's retractable, which is nice. And our outlets here, HDMI and cable if you wanted to take the TV and move it over here and set it on the counter. We have more counter space here. And this is the stove, which I do not use. It's propane. I have an induction cooktop, so I just use that. We have a microwave. And we have more storage up here, which I keep all of my spices and superfoods up here. Alright, so down here we have more storage. This is 3 drawers. They are also the soft close. So I'll open that. And here I have all of my utensils. I have my coffee stuff. I have salt and pepper, the fan. Let me take this out and I'll show you what that does in a minute. See how it soft closes? It's nice. And then a lock. In the second drawer, this is where I have like all my canned goods, Lily's treats, bowls, cups, tea, and a few other little items. You will notice I do not have any plates. They don't fit. So I just eat out of bowls now. Down here, this is way too full, but I didn't want to throw all this food away. So I have a lot of rice and grains, some Tupperware items or food storage items, protein powder, and a few other miscellaneous items. So on the other side of the drawers, we have the refrigerator. It's much smaller than my last one, but it works. I figured out how to make it all work. So I have a lot of vegetables. It just means I have to buy more food more frequently. But you can see I have a lot in there. And I find that I'm not wasting as much food. So if we come back out of the kitchen to the front of the van, we have the front cockpit area. Right now I have the chairs turned around, which is nice. Hi, Lily. I know she wants to go for a walk. So it really opens up your living space, which is pretty amazing. And they just swivel around. It's pretty easy to swivel them around. Above that cockpit area, we have a little bit of storage where I keep glasses and books, binoculars, headlamp, and some of Lily's clothes or harnesses. And then above that is more storage, which I have first aid kits, essential oils, camera gear, and computers and stuff up there. And coming around to the side, this is kind of the living area, if you will. We have more storage up here. And here I have camera equipment and miscellaneous items, office equipment and stuff. So below that shelf, we have that window that you saw on the left side of the vehicle, or right if you're looking at the vehicle. One of the great things about it is it has this bug screen. So you just unhook it here and slide it up and down. It also has the nightshade. Obviously you'll want to close the door or the window if you have the nightshade open. And then the windows go in and out. Pretty nice all the way out. And then to hook them back, you just slide them in and do that on both sides. The other great thing too is that if you want just a little bit of ventilation, and it's not a lot, but it gives you a little bit, there's this particular setting here where you can hook the latch so it's open just a little bit. Or if you want to close it all the way, you just have to pull it tighter. You just have to pull it tighter and close. One of the things I really also love about this area is the utilization of space. So we have the chairs here. It's like the dinette chairs. You can see it has seat belts in case someone is a passenger in the vehicle. And it has a table, so you can make it a half table, or you can pull these out here and make it a full table. So it just folds out like that. So it's nice. I put my computer up here and I'm able to do my work. Sometimes I just do a half because it's kind of easy to get around. So we have the TV up here. It's right above the dinette. It does articulate out so that you can watch TV in the bedroom. And it's just a little knob on the back that lets you pull it around. So over here I have my Murky water filter. And this is another thing that I got from Were the Russos. They had a travel Murky water filter sitting here. They have it strapped in with, I think Joe said, his old belt. They didn't have an old belt like this, so I bought it's a suitcase strap. So it just unhooks here. You can pull it out and move it if you need to, which I do from time to time because there is a tiny closet behind here. I have some hanging clothes in there. Very few, but there are some hanging clothes in there. One of the other things too about the Murky filter and this Moen faucet is I literally just pull the hose over here to the Murky filter and turn it on, and I can fill the Murky filter up. So that is definitely nice. So under the water filter, we have the, I don't know, pantry, if you will. I carry my Vitamix in there and some more of my oils, vinegars, a kettle, water kettle. So we have more storage underneath the dinette seat. It's a small storage, but we have this. And I have my induction cooktop and also a cutting board in there. So moving along to the bathroom, it's a very small bath. It's a wet bath. And we have a fantastic fan. Here is the remote that I showed you earlier, which is nice. You can open and close it. It actually provides a ton of circulation through here, so I really love it. And we also have this mirror and a small little cabinet in here for various items. This is the sink that comes down with this little knob here. Let's see if I can get it all at the same time. I don't think I can. So this comes down and you have your sink. I store things in the back for more storage. So I have my face towels and my scrubber and my toothbrushes and stuff in there. This is the same faucet as the one in the kitchen, and you can use that obviously for the sink or the sink here and then to shower with. The only problem is that it does not have like a stopper so that you can take a military shower. So it just doesn't work very well. So I don't really take showers in here. And there's the curtain for the shower. And it just goes all the way around right here, so that it covers that whole sink area. Then there's a small mirror over here, and I have my towel hanging up and some headbands. And then below we have the cassette toilet, and it actually swivels, so you can make the toilet go, you know, even further around that way if you're taking a shower in here, or, you know, just standard front. And then that is your water button to get water into the toilet. You do have another furnace vent down there, and let me tell you, it gets hot. Like, I had Windex in front of it one day, and I thought the Windex bottle was gonna blow up. I could smell it. It was horrible. And then you do have a door that comes around. It's a tight fit in there, but it works. All right. So now for the bedroom. As you can see, I have a little bit of storage items up on there. I have my sunshades and my privacy screens. So the privacy screens that came with Hymer were really heavy and bulky. It felt like they had like a metal plate or something that was inside of it, and I hated them. They took up a ton of space and they were just too heavy, and to be honest with you, those metal plates attracted the heat. So I bought the Heat Shield brand. This is the Heat Shield brand. It is specifically made for, you can see the brand name here. It's specifically made for this particular van. And it even has the side, ones, the side doors, the passenger and driver door. And they actually roll up to be more compact, but a lot of times I just throw them back here because it's easy. And if I'm going inside somewhere really quick, I can just run back here, put them up inside the front windows, and keep Lily cool. And then I have this is my laundry bag. And I have a little stepper that I do have to use to get up into the bed because I'm not tall enough to jump up. These items are usually up here on the counter when I'm just sitting still, and I put in here stuff like just a few cleaning supplies, fruit and vegetables, nuts and seeds, and paper towels. It's just kind of a quick little storage area. And then you can see the windows. Up here they have all of the nightshades and the screen shades, or bug screen shades. And then we have more storage up here in each of these where I have my clothes. And I did have to get very creative. I only have 4 of them, and I actually saw what Joe and Kate did on Where the Russos to see how they folded and put everything in there. Now they have actually 3 of these storage banks on each side because they're a foot longer, but they have 2 of them and they got both of them in there. I apparently have way too many clothes. Here's the AC unit. You can turn it on here, and this is where I'm going to start talking to you about Volt Start in a minute. You can run this on your lithium batteries, but your batteries will run out. So you have to have a way to recharge your batteries fairly quickly, and the sun does not charge it that quickly. Here is the AC unit. It actually cools everything off very, very quickly. All right, so let's talk about Volt Start. Volt Start is a system that is proprietary to this manufacturer, and there's a little button in the cockpit that you just flip on. You have the keychain, and it has the auto start button on it. And I'm sorry, it has the remote start button on it. So let me show you. You can hear it turn on. There it goes. So you can remote start your vehicle from wherever you're at, which is really, really nice. Or, you know, within close range to your vehicle. So that's fine. I don't have the Volt Start button on, but if I did, what would happen is the Volt Start would monitor my batteries for me. So once they get down to a certain level, it will auto start up to 5 cycles. I'm just going to turn this off really quick. It will auto start after it detects that the batteries are getting too low. So that means you can leave your AC on, and that's super helpful because I have a dog, and I want to make sure that she stays cool. So I can use that system to make sure that she stays cool in the vehicle if I have to go into someplace really quickly, or if I'm going to be in a place for an extended amount of time. Now, that all said, it makes me nervous to just leave her like that and to trust that the system is going to work. I'm sure it works just fine. I have a backup, and I have what's called a canary camera and temperature monitoring system. And so I just connect that in here when I leave so I can keep an eye on her and also make sure that the temperature is cool enough for her. So that's what I do to make sure that she stays nice and cool. So between both of those systems, the canary system and the Volt Start, the lithium batteries, the AC, she stays very, very cool. So it makes me happy, and it makes me feel secure that, you know, she's going to be okay. So I have this vented roof up here, and you have this arm that comes down to open and close it, except it doesn't work. It was working initially, but I took it in on a warranty item because this frame was coming loose for some reason, and when they put it back up, that arm didn't work, so I can't get the window up and down. So I'm gonna have to get that fixed too. But it's okay, again, these things happen. So it does have the bug screen, as you can see, and it has the nice. So it's really nice. I can keep it open and closed all the way, or I can even do it half, oh my goodness, or I can do it halfway, you know, and it lets in a lot of light. One of the interesting things too is that when I had my other RV, I thought that, you know, I had all of these windows that would open and I would get a ton of air circulation. I had 2 fantastic fans, so that seemed to keep everything fairly cool. But it would get hot. But interestingly, this van stays cooler so much more, even with just the windows vented. Now, when you have the door open like this, with that screen, it's even better. And then, in the very back, those 2 doors, when they open up, and you pull the screen down, it's even more ventilation. So it stays really, really cool. So now that I gave you the van tour, you have to tell me what you think. I've had so much advice from people and so many comments about things that works for them. Hopefully you guys can hear this because the wind is blowing quite a bit. Yeah, you'll have to let me know what you think. And the van, so far I've had it for about a month now, and I really, really love it. I have driven it way too many miles, to be honest. I think it had like 500 miles on it when I got it, and it's got almost 3,000 in a month. I was in Albuquerque, New Mexico when I purchased it, and it was one of those things where I was trying to get to Colorado, and then I had to go back for some warranty work, and it just turned out that I drove a lot of miles in a very short amount of time for various reasons. So anyways, it's okay though. So I think that'll be it for the van tour today. If you have any comments, please go ahead and leave them below, and I will get to them as quick as possible. And again, I hope you enjoyed it, and if you do, give this a thumbs up. If you haven't already subscribed, I would love it if you subscribe to my videos if you like what you're seeing, and I will see you in the next video. Bye. Next thing is, let's see, we have a refrigerator. I'm sorry, we have a microwave. Join me in the next video where I start heading north to Mesa Verde National Park in Colorado, and also discuss what I learned in my first year of RVing. And as always, if you like what you're seeing, please go ahead and subscribe to my YouTube channel, comment below, and like and share my videos. Thank you.